YouTube, Rando here. So it's going to be another garage sale finds video. Found these two on Craigslist. Some cheap China-made 110 ATVs. I just needed something my kids can tote around on at the deer lease, if we get the deer lease back next year. I started tearing this one down already. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. I'm going to change out all the fluids and grease all the fittings and everything needs to be done to it. There's all the parts for it. I started tearing it down before I started the video. They are Falcon 110s. We looked online, they're between $800 and $1,000 a piece, and I picked these up for $150 a pop. Gonna have to replace the battery for sure. But I heard them run. I know they both run. They both cranked right up with a battery out of his lawnmower. So they're not too bad. Real dirty. Some barn finds. Guy had them in his barn. His kids outgrew them, and he just left them in his barn. So if nothing else, I could fix them up and flip them. You know, make a little bit of money. All right, we'll be back. So we picked up another lawnmower and weed eater. We do have a lawnmower and a weed eater, but the lawnmower's on its last leg. And our weed eater's a 2-stroke. Same company, Troy built, but this is the 4-cycle, the bigger version. And it had a couple of different shafts with it. It has the edger, the edger, not the mulcher. What the hell's it called? The tiller, and then the straight shaft head. So, God, that sounded awful. Paid them $150 for everything, and just this mower at Walmart's like $250. It's a Murray Briggs & Stratton motor. Not a bad find on those. I think that was a great deal. We got a bunch more tools we're going to show here in a minute, and then we got some other stuff that was really cool as well. So we'll be back. So this is something else we picked up. Sorry about the mess on my desk. Older axe. It's not very old. It's probably a little bit smaller than the red one we used that I've showed in previous videos. $5. I wasn't going to pass it up. And this came from the same guy with all the tools. I got a bunch of tools, but I'm not going to show them all. It's kind of a pain in the grits to pull them out. Something else we picked up. This is my off-grid nail gun. 22 caliber cartridge. Your nail. Take and smack it on the back of it, and it's going to shoot that nail straight through the wood. Or not through the wood, but it's going to shoot it into the wood. Just like a nail gun. No air compressor needed, no electricity needed. All right here. These things are great for, like, if you're nailing into concrete, like putting 2x4s into concrete, putting up a wall on a concrete floor. Whenever we built some racks for the flea market, this is what we used. We actually had to go rent one because we didn't have one, so we had to go to Nations and rent one. But now I got one. I'm gonna go buy some cartridges and some nails for it. It just takes little 22 caliber blank cartridges. They have the heavy duty ones and then they have the light duty ones. And the thing about the heavy duty ones is once they go off, they kind of spread out a little bit. They're a little bit harder to get the casing out. Whereas the light duty ones that are just for wood, they pop right out, no problem. So I thought that was kind of cool. I'm gonna go see. Can't really think of anything else. Here's the 4-wheeler. And then tore it completely down. One of them. I got the other one mid process. I'm gonna go through everything, like those exhaust pipes. We're gonna go ahead and paint those with some exhaust paint. Maybe wrap them or something, keep them from rusting anymore. Frame itself had very little rust on it. Not bad at all. But a few little spots we need to clean up and shoot with some paint. Tires, we're going to go through all the tires, make sure none of them are dry rotted, make sure they all hold air pretty good. This thing didn't sit that long. and it was only ridden for about 6 months. And a guy just had them sitting in his barn, so I was proud of those. Like I said, if nothing else, we can flip them and put that money towards a better four-wheeler for my kids. I would like to get like a Kawasaki Bayou, a 250. We've had one before, and it would be perfect for both of my kids to fit on at their age right now. And then when they get older, I could just buy another Kawasaki 250 Bayou, and they could each have their own. So, because that four-wheeler is big enough for me to ride on at the 250, so it's plenty big enough for them, plenty fast enough. In fact, it outruns the Bayou 300 4x4 we have. So it was a nice little four-wheeler. I'd like to get another one of those. But these are going to be good enough for them to get around on for now. Let me see. I know I'm missing some stuff. We'll probably, if I come up with anything else, we'll just throw it in the next finds video. So that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.